But they're playing you hard. Pause the queens, yeah, the stakes are high. Think 10 steps ahead or watch time fly. It's chestnut checkers, every move's a test. Strategy and patience bring out your best. No quick flips, no easy wins. The game is deep, let the match begin. Kings and castles, they don't play fair. Nice leap through problems like they don't care. The bishop cuts shot through the mess you make. One wrong move and it's checkmate. So sit down, plan it, don't let it wreck ya. Welcome to the game, this ain't checkers. It's chestnut checkers, sharpen your mind. Let's dive deep, one move at a time.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey.
Happy Chestnut Checkers Wednesday. Everybody, I'm so excited to be here. I don't know what to do with myself, so if I'm rambling, if I'm loud, I'm so sorry. This is season 6, opening episode. I can't believe
season 6.
6 seasons under our belt is wild. Let's just start there.
God. First of all, it happened.
I'm speechless, and yet I got a lot of words, so I might stumble over them tonight. But the reality of it is, what happened is we persevered. There have been many of a day where each and every one of us, including our beloved William, who will be in shortly, has decided that we wasn't going to keep doing this.
Oh, God.
Look, boo, how many times did I call you last season? At least 4.
At least 4. Maybe 5.
Look, I can't do this no more. Not doing this with y'all. And yeah, here I am. Here we are.
And here we are today.
Look, still gorgeous. Still gorgeous. Still fighting through it.
We here. You're here.
Listen, can we give it up to this gorgeous lady next to me, though? Like, y'all don't even understand how much she does in the background, how much gets done seamlessly because of her. Lovey, I love you.
I love you.
You make as possible in so many ways, and I'm just so proud of the work that you've effortlessly put in every time you've been asked to the floor to help out in one way or another. So thank you so much. Yeah, I might always catch me looking down when I'm saying emotional stuff, but if I look at her when I say it, I'm gonna be crying, and I'm not trying to cry immediately on y'all today. But if you cry, I'm gonna cry. So I'm not crying yet. Crying is a real thing between us.
Right.
Period. William, we love you. We miss you. He's coming. He actually has rehearsal for a show that he's doing tomorrow. And so as much as we would love for him to be here on a full time right now, he's got life to deal with. And we respect that here at Chestnut Checkers, because life be doing what life be doing. I am currently sharing, because this is what we do, right? We share to the folks that we want to get down and lay down and be down and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm doing now. Let's see what else is going on. Whilst we're talking about Boo, catch me up. What have you been up to in the last, 5 weeks since we seen y'all?
Oh my gosh. So in the past 5 weeks, I have gotten knee deep into gardening, and it has been exhilarating. I have had my hands in the dirt, grown some vegetables, some fruits, some herbs, and some spices. And I'm happy to say that sustainability is possible.
Word.
It's glorious. It feels like freedom, and I can't wait till next season.
I'm so happy about that, Boo. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
It feels good. Few different changes coming up and some auditions that I've been doing behind the scenes. So look out to hear me all over. And we're on round 3 here.
Ew.
Oh my goodness.
Look,
and thank you to Boo and everybody. Listen,
Hey, Johnny.
Hi,
First of all,
Johnny.
y'all don't even understand the significance of round three because round three in the fight is where the fight switches over. Round three in the bed is where you know you got real chemistry because who want to go all and do all of that.
Right.
And so, the fact that she's on round three makes me very happy because this wasn't even supposed to be a thing for real.
I'm telling you. Look,
Thank you to all of our loyal friends and fans who come and watch with us every week as they can. Johnny, we love you. We
we love
always
you.
um we always enjoy your inputs. Your nemesis isn't here currently, but he'll be in later if you want to, put some stuff together for him. Um
Where you live.
I, I'm gonna spill the beans. So y'all, last season as we ended, we had a special guest um who remained anonymous when they came on the show. We appreciate you. Hey, Sticks.
Hey,
Greetings,
Tex, what's
sir.
up?
Greetings, greetings. And as I say, like to everybody who just follows, who will take a moment to look when we come online, because we was just off for 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We was just off for 5 weeks. So the fact that y'all was right there back at it with us the moment we came back for season 6, you get all of the hearts that I have to give. Yeah, Johnny, he's here with us, but he's just got some stuff going on to where he cannot be filming in certain work situations. So, it is what it is. Very, very, very much so. Just I'm sorry, I'm floored. I'm about to go block somebody, but it's okay. Uh
Hey, we just got started here. Mind your business.
oh well, people a lie can only go so far.
Ooh,
And
but
when
that's the
people
truth,
stop
though.
me from their fake pages, they always give themselves away. Because the thing about me is I get to know people. I'm gonna watch your mannerisms, the nicknames, the moment I feel like you are who you said you were.
Mm. We pulling the covers back this season, y'all. Listen,
Well, the
get
veil is
ready.
gone. Look, the veil
It's
is gone.
gone. The
Uh,
veil been gone. Girl is torn and straight up
CERN is
somebody took
off.
turn is off.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Come
Anonymous.
on.
Look,
Come
anonymous
on.
coming through. We love the energy. We love the spiritedness. For anybody else watching, please, we always want to let y'all know and just have it be said that yes, we have hosts, but we love when people come on. We love when our community joins the conversation. That's literally our tagline. We want
Right.
y'all on here. So the moment
Join
you
the
feel like we're
conversation.
having a conversation that y'all want to join, hit us up in the comments. Say send me a link. I will send that link. And all you got to do is
Exactly.
come on here and speak for yourselves because we appreciate anybody who knows how to spoke.
Right. If you don't want that smoke, know how to smoke. All right.
All right. So um
What have you been up
before
to the past 5 weeks? Okay, okay. What's up?
trying to figure out the difference between gravity and buoyancy, because the fact that pennies are sticking to the wall got me shook.
Gravity.
I
So
just
agree.
okay. So hear me
I
out,
agree,
right?
Penny.
Look, hear me out. Don't you go stick. Don't you wish that witchcraft for me, Ricky Bobby.
Ah!
No, no.
Was this close to grabbing a penny so we can live see if it's true.
It
All
was
right,
bad enough
fine.
that when they told us to slide the quarter down and it stuck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Presh.
Hey,
He is
Magnus,
at
how are
a
you?
look. He's at a rehearsal, but he'll be on shortly. He's working while working. You know how he do, but he'll be here. Um, let's see. Yeah. So yeah, Scarf Boy is coming, y'all. Actually, um, your girl over here has taken on a new thing. I am a crochet
Okay.
artist now. So y'all will be seeing some lovely neckwear on Scarf Boy because I got tired of him complaining that everybody
Right.
stole his scarf. So I've made him one especially for him. that shouldn't be able to be misrecognized by somebody as their own. Hola,
Exactly.
chica. Um,
Hmm.
so y'all will also see some lovely neckwear from Miss Lovey over here because I'm almost done with her, right?
It's right. That's
Um,
right.
but we got Savages and Silks, which is a Rare Senses clothing line. And so
Hmm.
Fresh, hit me up. I got you. Tell me colors and styles of what you want, infinity or regular. Y'all up there with a cold is, so I will make a scarf for anybody in the cold.
Come
Like it's
on.
so let me know. Hit me up in the hit me up in the you know what I mean. Hit my DMs. Look, I don't even like
Like slide
saying
in
that.
there.
Hit me in
Right.
the DM and
Inbox.
look, Johnny, you too, because you cold, you wear is colder than everybody else. So if you want a
Listen, for
scarf,
real.
I will send you a
Hello.
scarf as well. And y'all could just leave that as I know you will, boo. Look, I know you will. But yeah, Savages and Silks coming now, coming soon, coming now, because we all got, you know what I'm saying? We all got a thing. I taught myself to crochet, self-taught, and you know, I can definitely make it withstand the cold around there. We got to double it up. We got to make sure it's thick like me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
got to be thick
Hmm. That's right.
like
Like,
me. So,
hmm.
I got you. I got you, but we know get some nice lovely wool fabrics for you. You know,
Hmm.
something
Some
that's
real
gonna be
nice.
just comfy and cozy. Um
And then she'll throw a little razzle dazzle on it.
sticks. Sticks, what you looking at, Sticks? What you looking at, Sticks? Wait
Wait, what happened?
a
Uh
minute.
oh. Uh oh.
Okay, okay. Y'all got my DMs. I'm letting y'all know now. I will take orders and I will make orders as they come in. Y'all may have to pay some shipping, but I will take on, for those of us that is a part of my circle, I will take on the fabrics and the yarns and stuff on my own dime. And y'all just give me either actually, because I could probably find both, Johnny. Don't get me started. I'm not supposed to know how to find both, but either. Okay. Because if we wanted a wolf lined something or another, we could do that. You know, just letting you know things can
Wait
happen.
a minute. Not wolf or wolf.
Listen, don't turn me into Cruella Deville because goddamn it, I got on the colors today. Don't do it. Don't do
Listen,
it.
do I need to go get the furry wall? What is
Man,
happening right now?
listen. They don't be knowing that my mind goes where where no mind has gone before. Come on, Sticks. Come on, polar bear fur.
I'm so listen.
I appreciate it. Look, I need my co-troublemaker everywhere I go. It's like Obama's anger interpreter. Like we just need to be mischievous all out here. Now Yogi gonna smack you. Hey there, boo boo. You see what he
Hey,
said about
boo
our
boo.
white cousin? Look, you see what he said about our white cousin? Oh, I love y'all so much. So, yes, for today's episode, we're not doing anything too structured. We really are here just to catch up with y'all. It's been a long 5 weeks. I've missed you terribly.
That
First
part.
of all,
Say
let's
that
get that
again.
out the way. I've missed
Hello.
you terribly in this 5 weeks, but we had to take a breather. These episodes do get heavy on us, and we had a lot of impactful information that we gave out last season. I would like to be able to continue to do so this season, but this year episode on today.
Okay, so that is a
Thank you, baby.
thank
Yay!
you.
Welcome back. Oh, sorry. Don't get me to singing.
Let me get my microphone.
That's right. Let that polar bear come through. He said, "I'm taking his hat. I get the ears and everything. I love it." So yeah, y'all, we have all sorts of new endeavors to discuss, all sorts of new current events that have happened in the past few weeks.
Oh my
Um,
god.
and today we're going to go back to doing something we haven't really done since at least season 4, from my recollection, which is a little bit of soapboxing, a little bit of unpopular opinioning, a little
Hmm.
bit of just sharing some things that we deem are important But everybody else seems to feel like, I don't want to talk about that. So, without further ado, right? First of all, let's go
Right.
here with it. Welcome everyone to let's see where we're at. Welcome everyone to season 6 of Chestnut Checkers.
Welcome. Love y'all.
We love y'all so much and we're so grateful that you're here with us. Um, we just want y'all to know that no matter what, we think about you when we're doing these shows. Those of you who really do take the time out to be here with us, those of you on Twitch, those of you on YouTube, those of you on Facebook, we truly, truly love having y'all. Um, See, now y'all going too far. I might make some clothes out of it, but it's only certain stuff I'm gonna eat. I'm just telling y'all now. So if y'all want to get that meat together and do what you want with it, don't come handing me no bear jerky after I make y'all some hats, though. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it
That
to
is
me.
not bartering. We don't want it. We don't want it.
You keep that
No,
meat
we
in
don't
your
want it.
freezer
That's
for
right.
party.
You're welcome.
Um,
What? Mm-mm.
so yeah, how do I explain life right now? Life, I hate the term life is life, and I hate that. It's so cliche. It's so ugh. I can't stand that cliche. I can't stand that saying or whatever, however you say it. But life is honestly okay. Then I appreciate it.
Aw.
Um, you know what I'm saying? Life is. See how y'all just be throwing me off because I wasn't ready, Johnny.
On the brioche, baby.
First of all, that was so bougie and Duck Dynasty at the same time.
What? What is going on?
I love you
Hi,
guys.
Mia.
Thank you for tuning in. I was, I was thrown off. Look, what a crazy. And this is why we love y'all. The smile, my cheeks is already hurting.
Wait a
Look,
minute, that garlic aioli is, I don't
it's,
know. I don't know.
it's
That'd be good though.
on the brioche with a
Listen.
good Havarti. We might be talking
Ooh.
a sandwich.
We could be talking some trash here. Hello? I smell a
We might
recipe in the making, y'all.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna ask. Since y'all throwing it together with the brioche and the garlic aioli, just don't let the paw look like a paw when you bring it to me. If it's
Okay,
gotta
yeah.
be bear paw and y'all convincing me that y'all can season it up.
Hmm.
I
We're
didn't
gonna
skip
tell.
out, Johnny. I didn't skip out on nobody. What had happened was I lost the function of my microphones and I wound up working with these bad boys. What did I do with them? I have some left.
Uh-oh, where are they?
Right. So I ended up having to work from these fresh out of the box lavalier mics that had never been
Hmm.
charged. Right.
Hmm.
And so yeah, it was trouble. But I fixed my mic. I'm back to normal. Everything is set
Right.
up perfectly. Ooh, okay. Wait, because I'm missing stuff. Luckily, ain't no structure today. Is wild. And that's what's up, because that's what we doing. A glass of soju with it. Okay, so I'm thinking bear has a lot of the same qualities as duck, but just maybe a little more gamey, like a deer meat. So soju would actually be a very good pairing.
Yeah,
Black garlic and the pinky fingers up, and some truffles, because please,
I have that.
with a side of vulture wing. Oh, thank you, Johnny. I worked hard on it, y'all.
She did
I've had,
though. Come
I
on,
have,
talk about it.
I've had locks for a very long time. I went crazy during COVID and cut my locks off, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Because I'm nearly a 6 foot woman, and my locks was down in my butt. So people were very upset when I cut my hair. So this is my second lock journey. And one thing me and Boo was discussing during the backstage is that the reality of it is, as much as I've always had locks, like it seems like I had locks for 13 years and I cut them off and now I'm going on 2 more years. Um, it's like I never styled them.
Right.
But the most I would do is twist them and then throw them in a ponytail so that the twist would stay. So me getting to the point where I'm like braiding them and styling them in different ways, I appreciate you for noticing because I'm really out here trying to do something a little different. Um,
Okay. Beautiful.
no dolphin soju. I'm done with y'all. So the question was asked, well, what flavor soju though? Right? Sticks. You fit right in around here. I appreciate you.
Come on by.
Come on, dolphin soju with the bear paw sandwich. Let's do this. Hey, mommy. Thank you,
Hi,
mommy.
Ma. Thank you.
I mean, with your genetics, I don't have a choice. I just gotta look gorgeous because I look like you, right? So you know what we doing out here is what we doing now. It's just
I mean, it is what it is. Like,
you know, a little sunshine, a little sunshine.
it's
Got a little,
plenty of that. Ah!
got a little hang time. So yeah, would you like to start going through some of the current events and videos that we have today, Boo? And then throw in a soapbox in between, or you want to get all the
Mhm.
soapboxes out the way?
Oh my God. I feel like soapboxing is going to take us in many different directions as I have compiled several lists. So let's do some videos and some current events. We'll toss in a few here and there. Um,
So y'all,
Lord.
just so y'all, I have a whole page here and a whole page here of just current events. Some of the videos go along with current events,
Hmm.
but you know, our first current event. Let's bring this information. Excuse me while I get this information on my screen to where y'all can still see me. So hold on 1 second. Can y'all still see me?
Hmm.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. 2026. Recent recalls, and this is food recalls. This is not cars. This is not beds or sneakers. This is food.
If you don't have a pen
Salmonella.
and paper, you can go ahead and jot it down in your notes.
This is being recorded. Please feel free to rewind it later if you need to
Hmm.
get some recordings down for what I'm about to say. In the last month since we've been off air, recent food recalls include salmonella contaminated shell eggs from Midwest Poultry Services, Cyclospora linked iceberg lettuces from Taylor Farms, soft plastic contaminated Peter Rabbit organic fruit pouches, and uninspected Canadian bacon recalled by Maple Leaf Foods. These recalls span multiple states and involves risks such as salmonella, cyclospora, foreign objects, and undeclared allergens. So the major recalls are the shell eggs, iceberg lettuce, fruit puree pouches from Peter Rabbit Organics, Zen Principle Moringa capsules, so pills, supplements, Moringa supplements containing salmonella, and Canadian bacon from Maple Leaf Foods. Hola pounded yams. So for all of y'all who don't make your fufu yourself, that has undeclared milk proteins in it, which means it probably wasn't pasteurized before it went in.
Hmm.
Kongguan rice balls, which can be bought at Trader Joe's, have undeclared peanut allergy problems. The shortbread cookies made by Little, the store brand Little shortbread cookies, have undeclared wheat, soy, milk, and eggs in them, but it's not on the package anywhere.
Mm-mm.
A company by the name of U Crop has spaghetti and or chicken cobbler in the can, and foreign metal fragments have been found in their cans of food.
Oh my God.
Mary's Harvest food. You know those little when you go over by the deli and you get the salads in the box?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you check that you're not buying Mary's Harvest fresh foods curry chicken salad because you could get listeria. This is currently what's happening. I have a video for this as well. But before I play the video, I just wanted to put that out there first. It's literally at the top of my list because this is safety dangers. There was over, I want to say, when I first heard about the Taylor Farms thing with the lettuce, there was over 300 hospitalizations in New York alone.
Right.
Some people have died of diarrhea. Because why, Lord? You going to send me like this, Jesus?
Right. Not on the toilet.
On the toilet. So, hold on. Because we missed a lot while I was talking. I'm sorry. Okay. Come on, Johnny, with the hang time. Y'all don't have to chill. This is a no chill episode. Please play with us if y'all want to come on
here. Right, have fun. Come on.
No, we're going to send you the link. So I wanted to bring that particular current event to the forefront first to let y'all know. And I'm going to say it again because I said it on the season finale of the last episode to all my Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Y'all put me on game on a lot of things. But fuck you and these dietary laws because ain't none of this food safe and ain't none of it real. Right. Don't it though, Johnny? It sounds like a South Park episode because why do I have to go to heaven on the toilet? Who else other than Elvis for real?
That's why I thought, who my Elvis?
The stanky room. Not the upper room, but the stanky room.
The stanky room.
I appreciate it. So be careful. Wash your foods. Let's start there. Can we start there? Am I supposed to say that out loud or is that racist?
Even if you wash them, it's still not going to kill cyclospora. So you need to heat that food past 115 degrees.
Yeah.
So if you're in fact are not going to cook your lettuce, which I know we're not doing, leave it in the store.
So this particular video coincides with what we're talking about with the lettuce specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And why the Johnny, we're gonna go into this comment in a second, but why the company's name was so hidden in the press when this lettuce thing happened, because for months, like for almost a month, we couldn't know who the company was. They were just saying shredded lettuce. Right.
Farms didn't want their name in the news. Why the federal government was so quick to say, oh, it was an accident. It was a false positive. Look here, folks. Slave labor. They've got a Department of Corrections contract in Arizona where they're paying inmates $1.25 an hour. But guess what? The Department of Corrections in Arizona, they're getting $4.75 per person per hour. Folks, you can't make this shit up. This is slave labor. If you've never been in jail, you have no idea what I'm about to tell you. You will do anything to get out of that place. And you will do anything to get commissary money because they feed you food that is not fit for human consumption. I'm just going to lay this out right away. Taylor Farms, I will never buy another one of your products ever again. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at this. And tell me this doesn't look like modern day slavery. I'm fucking over it. Well, now we know why Taylor Farms didn't want their name in the news.
Thoughts?
I want to also just say, shout out to Taco Bell who pulled that lettuce from all of their inventory all around the country before it even broke the news real good.
When 90% of their dishes is lettuce. Let's start with Taco Bell.
Let's start with Taco Bell.
Then meanwhile, Chipotle their spinach was killing people the whole time and left
the whole time and didn't do nothing. Right.
Y'all be shitting on Taco Bell because it make you shit, but for real,
come on,
Taco Bell is on it.
They were on top of it.
Johnny, that is the law. There's a certain percentile of miscellaneous that is allowed in all foods, in the United States of these here Americas, right? With that being stated, there's percentages probably way bigger now, because if you remember at the beginning of our beloved in chief, you know, the Mango Marauder up there in DC, he fired the FDA.
Right.
So who is really paying attention to this? Nobody, which is
Right.
why all the food is now making us sick.
Exactly.
And people, I mean, Johnny, see, we got to be careful with this bleach thing. Because if I see one more motherfucker throw bleach and dish soap on some chicken.
We still doing that? We still
Yeah.
pouring Dawn everywhere?
Yep. And still ain't pulled a feather out yet a once. Not a once. So, you know. Yeah, we basically do. We basically do, Johnny. And depending on how many people get sick is when we get notified of them. But there's constantly, you got to go on the government's websites, et cetera, et cetera. I laugh when I hear folks belly weak to the point eat Taco Bell make them want to. They can't all be us. We can't. They can't all have steel guts. They just, you know.
Listen.
Not to mention the fact that we really don't know. There's been so many different rumors about what Taco Bell meat actually is, and so you never know how horse meat is going to affect somebody's system when they're not used to eating it. But you know, what she
didn't learn anything from Roy Rogers, so.
Right, Rhea. Like everything, eggs, all that stuff, like just normal everyday stuff has been contaminated. So just watch out for it. We all gonna lose some weight one way or the other, I guess, playing with these foods.
Also, because it was so cryptic in all the places that supply these foods, Taylor Farms actually covers an entire umbrella of other lettuce that didn't seem to get mentioned until just recently. They were big time gatekeeping on all of their products, but they not only do they supply Walmart, but also all these Whole Foods, Sprouts. So I know we feeling like we can just run over there because they, you know, it's organic. But Pete, that organic, Summertime Farms, all of those are all Taylor Farms products. So y'all be careful, please, and thank you.
So Earthbound Farms is Taylor Farms. Walmart, Kroger, Aldi, Costco, Trader Joe's, and Target, all of their store brand lettuce in the bag is Taylor Farms. McDonald's, Chipotle, and Taco Bell also regularly use Taylor Farms. Meanwhile, Taco Bell was the only fast food chain to pull it.
Right.
So
just they whole menu and pulled everything. Like,
I ain't got it. And they will tell you that at the drive-thru. If you ordered online and you get to the window, they're gonna tell you, I can give you a refund, but I ain't got it. Right. What else you want? Because that ain't it. That ain't happening. And I appreciate that from them. On a serious note, as we're talking about American BS, right? 20 Black people have been suspended from this area since the beginning of this year. It was 19. It was 19 until 3 days ago.
Right.
The 20th is a second grader.
A second grader.
Sorry, I got triggered. The 20th is a young man who happened to be 7 years old in the second grade when an older kid from the fourth grade who happened to be of this complexion decided to bully him. And when he couldn't get at him with the normal bullying tactics, he told that little boy as he cornered him in the bathroom, I'm going to show you how we used to do people back in the day. And suspended him from this area from the bathroom stall. And that little boy is now in the hospital. The more videos I've seen about it, everybody's, you gotta investigate the parents. parents setting this child up to do this stuff. They're teaching him. No, I disagree. You want to know where I disagree? Fourth grade is the first year they start teaching y'all the hangings were a part of slavery. Y'all's history that y'all are teaching in school is what taught that child that that's what they used to do back in the day. But nobody sees the problem with it. This isn't a southern state. This isn't Texas. This is Maryland in the bathroom elementary school. Nobody seems to see how this perpetuated idea of slavery, every 2 years we get a new slave movie.
Right. I'm over it. Can we stop already? I'm over it.
Every year for Black History Month, all y'all do is talk about slaves, slavery, and what slaves have done for the American economy. But y'all want to blame that child's parents. That child's parents could not have a racist bone in their body. Y'all are teaching these children this crap at school and expecting for them to be able to understand past the surface idea of this is what my people did to your people. And if I want to hurt you, this is what I got to do to you. Thoughts? Because I don't have no more. I don't.
I just feel like every couple of days is something else. If it's not that, it's children being shot, which is
flooring me.
and I'm exhausted with all of these autopsies and all of these findings that don't make any sense. No foul play. This was a suicide.
Because we don't hang ourselves.
We don't hang ourselves. It's
not in public spaces. Find one in their bedroom. Find one in their own personal bedroom, and I might give you that it was a suicide. The young lady, the last young lady in Mississippi, the tree was 3 feet her height. There was absolutely no way for her to get up there.
There was no. It was like, where's the ones that she climbed up on? Because I didn't see them. Did you? It was wild work. Who climbed up there? Well, did she grow some wings and sprout them and we just couldn't tell? Was she undercover fae? What?
Okay, so while we're here, my first unpopular opinion, because you and I just talked about this the other day, I truly want to stop saying the word nigga. But until the situation changes in this world, I don't see a way to stop. Cause y'all unmelanated folks be some of the most niggerish people I ever met in my life. Agreed. I've been saying since his first term that Trump is the first nigger president. Obama was black. This is a nigga. And if y'all can't tell the difference by now. Yeah. So that's my first unpopular opinion. Is eventually I am going to stop saying it because I do feel like I'm a part of the problem by saying it at this point.
We're working this together. We can do it.
It rolls off the tongue too well, though. It's almost as good as motherfucker. Like, it's almost as good as motherfucker. Because when you need a word, MF are going to be the word. For real. Current event. Does everybody know who Sydney Starr is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that remembers him. I mean, her, them, they, them, who shut down Chingy's career with a lie. So let's start there. Because he was everybody in the club getting tipsy. And then your they, them ass came out talking about he was giving you a tip and it wasn't dollars. Now, currently messed up and arrested for basically, how do you say it? Because they didn't actually do the app. They didn't do the act. So how do you say that? Soliciting? Is it soliciting a kid? Okay. So Sydney Starr of brief Love and Hip Hop fame. Brief just hip hop fame in general. She was on Love and Hip Hop because she was the scandal that caused an up and coming rapper to lose his career, because at the time that they were basically pictured together, because that's all it was according to the rapper, is a fan taking a picture. They them decided to say that picture led to sexual encounters that never happened, but because of the homophobic nature of hip hop, that rapper lost his career. The same person is now giving all of the trans a bad name by doing exactly what the closed-minded people say they do, which is prey on children. There's video evidence of this them chasing this 16-year-old boy, allegedly 16, but when the arrest was made, it was under 13 or under 14 originally but now all of a sudden they were 16. It seemed as though the young man got nervous at some point during the encounter and did not want to go forward with the encounter, and was basically violently kept, crying and pulling and stopping. And, he's trying to leave to the point where he's having panic attacks. And got sent over there. Correct. So I appreciate it, but I'm sick of it. And then this also ties into, I don't know how many of y'all have heard of Saucy Santana, but another baddies, person, loving hip hop person. This is another them who got caught on live, slipped up on live because somebody was talking about, who wants somebody like you. And this motherfucker turned around to the camera and said, you want to F me? Kids want to F me. Girls want to F me. Guys want to F me. What kids? Saucy Santana is also the artist of the song Quiet on the Creek. Quiet on the Creek. Quiet on the Creek. I had to go and do my research because all of a sudden the young people were saying Quiet on the Creek and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I'm like, why are they saying this? Because they can't know what it is that they're talking about. I can't hear you, baby. Can you hear me? I can't hear you at all. Uh-oh. Try and reconnect, baby. But yeah, so Saucy Santana has this song Quiet on the Creek, and it's been very popular over the last few weeks as we're going into more and more things happening that look like something that would have been classified as something that we needed to be quiet on the creek about. For you, the little history lessons that I love to give, Quiet on the Creek is a thing that was said by newly freed slaves in our budding towns when in fact they had heard basically a lynching happening. They would wake up the next day and all's quiet on the creek. So go check and make sure your sons and your husbands and your brothers and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because we heard that last night. So somebody got messed up. So now this person who made this song called Quiet on the Creek is talking about sleeping with kids. It's scary. It's very scary. And so I just honestly don't, I don't like the way things are going. I don't like the way that certain oral traditions that should be passed down to keep us safe are now being used to perpetrate a completely and utterly false narrative for something that's so serious. So yeah, we got to be careful. Hide your kids, hide your wife is still in effect. Still in effect to this day. And I honestly don't care to be in that space anymore. Like I do not care to, I heard you that time, Boo. I can hear you again.
You can hear me? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care to play into these games. Y'all are not going to have my kids saying something that's so wrought with just murder. And the fact that this song came out right as the Nolan Wells thing was happening,
Hmm.
it's I don't believe in coincidence, and it's just too much of things that are happening coincidentally that kind of are like bugging me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for feeling that way. But yeah, but what I was talking about was the idea of Quiet on the Creek, Saucy Santana, and this kids thing. Like you're changing it into something that was supposed to keep you safe. We can't go outside till it's quiet on the creek. Quiet on the creek. Make sure your husbands and brothers came home. Not this, not this. It's like he said, it's a mockery.
It is.
So may all pedophiles just go die somewhere. Like I will say this, y'all. I've done a lot character wise, character building wise over the last few years. And I tried not to be a violent person. I try not to even be an angry person no more. But y'all are not. I gotta be with Deontay on this one. I'm not gonna be crying on TV. Let any one of my kids go somewhere with their friends and not come home.
Hmm.
Every single one of them friends and parents who knew where my child was at last better give me some. I promise you. Remember Marv from Sin City
Hmm.
and the rampage he went on trying to get answers. Ain't
Sometimes
gonna be
that's
no
how it's
crying
gotta
on TV.
be.
Ain't gonna be no
And
crying on TV.
honestly, this brings me to one of my unpopular opinions. And because it seems like I'm hearing a lot of that. It's a lot of keep the peace and don't do all of that. You're doing too
Forgiveness.
much. I've been hearing a lot of that. But I honestly on the inside feel like keeping the peace is really just protecting the person causing chaos. It's not protecting you.
So why would I do that?
Right. Why? Miss me with the shut up about it. Miss me with the move on. Miss me with the, oh, you better stop being loud about it because they going to
Miss me with, oh, you gotta forgive. Miss
forgive
me
who?
with, this is not a pattern. Miss
Who?
me. The moment my kid come up missing, just miss me because I'm gonna be locked under the jail.
Right. They're going to put me under there for what I'm going to do. I don't know what kind of closure that y'all are looking for, but I feel like closure is overrated. Sometimes the disrespect was the closure. You just didn't like the answer.
So I got a question for y'all, chat and you, boo. Which cut of steak is the best? T-bone, New York strip, filet, or ribeye?
I'm biased.
I knew you was gonna say New York strip.
I'm biased. Everywhere that I throw a New York strip, it floats. Whether it's on the smoker, whether it's on the grill, whether it's in the oven or a cast iron skillet, it it makes true.
I'm a ribeye girl myself. I am a good
And
ribeye steak.
if I don't have a New York strip, I want a tomahawk. I don't. So realistically, like
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, Johnny. Well, hey, come on, you got it.
okay, come on with the filet
I'm not
mignon.
mad at it.
It's
Look,
so
right,
bougie.
right. I'm not
Excuse
mad at it.
me. He is
Take it
expensive.
on. I actually like my steak with a little bite. Filet is always delicious, but it's too melty in mouth for me. It doesn't give me the texture that I need against the potatoes that I'm gonna have next to it because I'm gonna have potatoes next to it. So yeah, I don't know. That's just me. But filet is delicious. New York strip hits, but it hits only when it hits sliced up. It hits on Mexican food. Like it's
I feel like you should let me do that for you and show you what it can really be.
don't stop flirting with me on here. I done told you.
Listen,
Don't
I
stop.
love to make your mouth happy. Let me do that for you. Let me do that for you.
Do y'all
Okay.
understand why I love her? Anyway, yeah, president.
Who's president?
Your president. It ain't mine, so it gotta be yours. It's William's president. Look, William's
I knew
president.
that. It's William's president.
William's,
Okay.
William's president.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing too much. Just 4 or 5 days ago, he got on somebody's live television on Beyonce's internet, right?
Okay.
And just was casually talking about bombing Mexico. The cartels. I'm sick of the cartels. They're running the country. They're making the borders illegal, and we're just going to bomb them out of Mexico. This is what he said in an interview the other day. The other day.
Oh my gosh.
Just the other
That's
day.
crazy.
And if Josh Godfrey's mother don't stop cooking, that's my first unpopular opinion.
Somebody take her oven and her stove. Please help.
Her microwave, her air fryer, and any other
Okay.
forms of heat, her grill. I don't watch her fuck some shit up on the grill.
Listen.
She seems like a sweetheart.
What about that wine pie?
Because why did you just waste that whole bottle of wine, lady? Like, what?
Howard.
Jesus Christ. So now there's a video, and y'all know my boy Terry K. You still inspire me, Terry. You still inspire me. Police! Listen, he has a video, right?
What?
He has a video where Josh is taping his mother cooking as he does every day.
Yeah. You gonna play the video?
No. But there's someone else involved, which looks like it could be the mom's sister, whose face is just appalled. She just looks so sad for life right now. So yeah, William's president is out here about to bomb the countries next to us. So hide your kids, hide your wives, okay?
Hide them all. Hide them all. Kids, wives, husbands, all of them.
Where are we at? Fuck it, we here. We gonna stay in this area. Nolan Wells, can we talk about it?
Nope. All right,
No.
go ahead. Yeah,
No, it's okay if you don't want to, because I don't want to for real.
I
But
don't
it needs-
really want. So we need to say it. We need to. You know what? We need to say it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play a couple of these videos, get them out the way, because one of the videos was about a previous current event. So here we go. And I do apologize, y'all. I'm off my game.
Yeah. Okay. And none of this is normal. It has been 1 week since the body of Gerard Jackson was found hanging in a wooded area in Michigan, right outside the Electric Forest Festival that he was attending. His death was ruled a suicide. It has been a little over 2 weeks since the body of Tone Miller was found hanging in a park in Miami. Her death ruled a suicide. It has been a little over 2 months since the body of Juliana, 16-year-old, found hanging near a church in Charlotte. Her death ruled a suicide. It has been about 4 months since the body of Kyle Basinga was found in Georgia hanging. None of this is okay, and none of this is normal. It has been less than a year. It will be a year in September when they found Trey Reed's body at Delta State University in Mississippi. His death ruled a suicide. And you may be asking, Rashonda, well, how many Black people walk around with rope on them? The answer would be none, Helen, 0. Because none of this is okay and none of this is normal.
Because none of this is okay. None of this is normal. Black folks don't hang themselves in public, and they can't all be suicides. They can't.
They can't.
The circumstances rule out suicide. I'm starting to believe, as I brought up Nolan Wells, that his death was also a hanging of some sort. Not the kind from a tree, though. I do believe he was pulled from behind the boat
Mm-hmm.
by his neckle area.
Yeah.
There has been enough evidence to come out. There has been missing organs found.
Where is it?
Allegedly, it was kept by the police. There seems to be some sort of evidence involved in these organs to where his whole body was not turned over to the next private autopsy. And therefore, that's why a conclusion could not be brought up from that particular private autopsy that was done.
I'm exhausted with this. And it's been, what month is this?
It's August.
August. That's more than 2 per month.
Yeah. Yep. So while we're here, since we talk about Nolan Wells, I want to play this audio. Y'all probably have heard it a billion times, but this is the audio from the scrubbed phone call to the CETO people that was recorded because it's an emergency line. Just know I'm not going to be on TV crying.
Shut the fuck up! Damn it, Martin.
I'm going to run that back for you.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Damn it, Martin.
The audacity. Can I just say the fucking audacity?
I can't even.
It's full on genocide at this point in this country, Johnny. And that's the point of why I keep bringing these things up. People don't often want to talk about it because it's not affecting their day-to-day lives the same way I didn't want to talk about two people about Black Lives Matter and George Floyd, because it doesn't affect my day-to-day life. I've come to 3 conclusions since this Nolan Wells thing has happened. Mind you, we've got so many things before it, but this particular thing has been so investigated by everybody but the police that it has brought me to new conclusions. The first conclusion is what I said before playing that audio. You won't catch me crying on TV. You're going to catch me in handcuffs in an orange jumpsuit because a lot of folks is going to be died.
Right.
It's going to be died. Like, for real. Ty died and laid to the side.
Don't
Not-
even count your days, because if they find you, kudos on that.
Right. Secondly, I still can't bring myself to protest.
For what?
Not when y'all are dancing to the same death that y'all are protesting against.
Right.
The moment we start protesting hip hop, as it is now.
There's still hip hop?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the hip hop they gave us. It's the hip hop they give us.
Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. Because no quote unquote conscious rappers are going to be given a contract at this point, because it's all streams and it's all what they want us to hear. We are so programmed, and I mentioned this every time we talk about what it would take to build the community that I'm looking for, and I say segregation, and everybody's like,
oh no, how could you say that?
because in order to break the programming, I have to separate you from the people who are programming you. Period. End of story. I'm not going to march for this because The very same parents allowed him to go, didn't teach him this was unsafe. Howsoever, the third thing that I learned, we ain't safe nowhere. Up and until 2026, we've heard of several situations like this going all the way back to Kenneka Jenkins.
Right.
It was our own people. Y'all remember the girl who went on vacation and the girl thought she was talking to her man, came home dead?
Yeah.
What about the group, the girls and the one boy male friend that went to Mexico to get plastic surgery and the friend comes home dead? Kenneka Jenkins goes out with a group of friends, comes home dead. None of those groups of friends was white. I do feel as though we kind of pigeonholed our kids into going with the white friends because the black friends is fucking everybody up until this year.
Hello.
And you couldn't be with them, so who I'm supposed to be with?
This shit ain't safe nowhere. Okay? Nowhere. What happens to if you go and so am I?
What happened to go together, come home together? What happened to real friendship? What I'm seeing now is what I used to hear people talk about when I got sick of them talking like they therapists, right? I'm seeing the one friend who's actually a friend versus the group of friends who's jealous of the one friend because of the light that they have in the and so these party situations where all of the alcohol and everything gets added to it creates the perfect storm. Creates the perfect storm of people feeling as though they can just continue to abuse us. There is also another news story recently about a young lady who suffers from severe epilepsy.
Right, the one with the seizures. Come on.
Right. And she was pregnant at the time. And the girls that she was cool with was so jealous of her that they deliberately invited her to a sleepover. You know, they're college age, so it wouldn't be considered a sleepover, but a hangout.
Right, girls' night.
And got her so drunk so that to the point where they knew she would not only not be able to defend herself, but also not be able to remember what happened.
Exactly.
So they deliberately tried to get this person inebriated enough to not remember, just to sit around and video themselves attacking her.
Exactly. Oh my God, the videos are crazy.
Jumping on her back, punching her every which way, kicking her. And she's just
Talking about I know where to hide the body.
But y'all videoed it like y'all thought it was cool, even though y'all knew y'all was gonna have to make her forget.
Right.
And that's where I'm floored. Like the lengths to which y'all will go through. The fact that the only 3 arrests that have been made in the Nolan Wells case at this point are 3 people, 3 separate entities who sent threats to Wyatt's mom, the judge, whose phone number was also the tip line. Figure that shit out. They've been arrested for terroristic threats, but nobody has been arrested in this case for this boy's death.
Where is that? All these videos and all of these documents. Come on. I dare somebody to rule there's no foul play.
Yeah.
I saw that man slammed to the ground and was lifeless. What are we talking about?
And here was what was crazy. When I first saw that particular video, I had to go and rewatch it because it was slipped in to another video that didn't have anything that, had something to do with it, but wasn't talking about what was actually going on. It was like edited into another part of the video just so that they would leave it up. To where I was like, wait a minute, did I just see a body fly? No, that can't be a real thing. I kept rewinding it because I thought it was fake. I thought it was something they were just throwing in for like effect. Y'all.
They got plenty of views from me because I just kept going back and going, wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait.
Then when they're getting ready for Bart, who wasn't supposed to be there till after the fact because he allegedly showed up to tow them. Then they're pulling the rope up from the ground to throw it onto the other boat so that they can be towed. Am I the only person that saw that black hand flop up in the air and then drop back down? Oh,
No.
okay. Damn it, Bart.
This me trying to blow it up on the screen, like, you know what? Let me screen record it because then I can blow it up and look at it and still print. Like what?
In that
Did I
very
see what I
same
just saw?
background, behind the dude standing with his arm up, that was right there basically on the body. Because it looked like one was at his feet and one was at his head, but maybe that was just me. Dude had his arm up. You're going to tell me that behind him was not Officer Tatum?
Seems
Because I
like it to
promise you
me.
that's who that looked like on that boat. This Officer Tatum thing is aggravating the shit out of me too. Because where do you come in? Like, what is you are paid by them?
Right.
There has to be an agenda there because it doesn't make sense. Like the fact that, okay, Bart is the first one that lawyered up. And then was it Wyatt that was the one with the big nose that did the interview?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So Bart initially lawyered up. He didn't do none of the interviews. He didn't have nothing to say. He just lawyered up. Because I feel like Bart knew that somewhere on that that was a recorded call when that conversation was going on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that this is what that is, Johnny. And it's crazy because I've seen some things. We'll talk about that later. But I've seen people that were supposedly dead in large events that happened here on this soil later on. And these are people I knew that allegedly passed away that day. So we'll go. It's
Right.
right. So I get it. Crisis actors are a thing. However, so Wyatt and Warren, who are the brothers, recently lawyered up, but only once. Okay, so a month later, after the interviews where nobody had remorse, nobody showed, they go to the island with their lawyers. So they just recently lawyered up this past weekend. They go back to the island to kind of go over things and try to retrace Nolan's last steps, basically. And they're so distraught, which is why I'm glad that, Johnny brought that up, because crisis actors are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes really played that role up a month later. But 2 weeks after, nobody was crying. Nobody knew nothing. Everybody's clammy mouthed and shutting the fuck up. Bart had a lawyer by the time them boys did that interview. Tristan and Warren and Wyatt. Okay? The rest of the boys are now lawyered up. The father of Wyatt has now given a $50,000 or $250,000 some odd dollar reward for any information. This is a month later. Where was all of this immediately when your kid's best friend is missing?
Who was the young man who posted that video and said, if y'all don't tell the truth, I'm going to post all the videos and expose all of y'all? Who was that?
That was a person who they then took to basically using Nolan's mom to discredit. Because he basically was like, I'm Nolan's best friend. Y'all did and I got the videos and so on and so forth. Okay. However, they then brought Nolan's mom on Officer Tatum's show and basically had her saying that we don't know this boy. He didn't know my son type of situation. And so he got discredited early. And here we are. Right? Nobody seems to want to put 2 and 2 together and make 4. So Terrence Howard, come be the lawyer in this bitch.
Right. Come on, man.
Because you can't tell me that Tristan saying I told Nolan a funny comment about his girl. A few minutes later, I was in a fight with an unknown person.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle sees me fighting on the beach from his boat, calls me back to his boat so we can leave. I go home, and by 9 p.m., my 18-year-old ass is straight in the bed when people are telling me Nolan is trying to reach me. That was the other black kid, Traceton, however
Mm-hmm.
you say his name. That was his story. Then Wyatt follows up and says, my little brother just got into a fight with somebody on the beach. And I'm not supposed to. So I run over there all wired up because my brother was just in a fight. So I'm like, come on, we got to get out of here. The only black person left is now Nolan.
Right.
Who it seems as though y'all took that shit out on for the rest of the fucking day and then left for whatever. There is a fourth boat in the pictures. There are more people than they said. It's the dumbest thing ever. Meanwhile, that little black boy is still doing 35 years for stabbing somebody after being jumped at a track meet 3 weeks ago.
Right.
That was the fastest murder trial I've ever seen in my life. Arrested and sentenced in
and we ain't heard anything about all them appeals. What? Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm really kind of just like not feeling the current events. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells.
Rest in peace.
If your father ain't out here with a screen mask on, I don't know what the problem is. My other I'm gonna play the video first.
Come on with it.
Because I know y'all get sick of my conspiracy theory mind. But one of my other soapboxes, my unpopular opinion, is shown in this video. So bear with me, y'all. Because it ain't no way. There's absolutely no way.
The ceasefire in the Middle East is in effect.
What happened?
Thoughts, Boo?
What was that?
That was a video at the same time where our beloved White House, the Mayo Mansion up there in DC, was releasing a Rick and Morty themed like a White House advertisement, basically. This is what China was putting out. That was literally entitled "The Future of Warfare," put out by China's government.
I have seen collectively each one of these scenarios on a popular show.
Mm-hmm. So here
Even
goes
the bees.
even the bees. Yep. So my next unpopular opinion. Y'all all think the conspiracy theory people are crazy, but we're only crazy until we're proven right. We have been saying for years that pigeons are not real,
Mm-hmm.
that they are just cameras and robotics sent to places that the government wants to keep an eye on. And I told y'all when I moved down here, I was appalled at the lack of pigeons. I didn't understand life because there was no pigeons. And I promise you, where I stay south of Atlanta, the pigeons didn't get here till about 5 years ago.
And they weird color.
They be light skinned. I was just about to say that. They be light skinned as fuck.
They be weird color. Right.
She's seen it. Listen.
I keep seeing videos where people are like, y'all don't see the way their eyes just flicker just right. It's weird. It's you driving through West Virginia and you seeing a sign that says there are drones, but all you seeing flying above you is a bunch of birds. giving out tickets left and right. Go ahead and try to go over 50 miles per hour. I
This what
dare
I'm
you.
telling you. So how about? Oh nah. The pigeon wasn't. They wasn't cracked. This is the new world order. So the pigeons being cameras has been a long-standing conspiracy theory in America. The fact that there's flock cameras everywhere, they can't. It's a flock.
It's a flop. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a flock.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
they're telling us about the flock cameras now,
It's a flop here. I mean, I'm not
and they're
saying
making it
everybody
seem
come up
like these
here,
are the
but
same traffic cameras that been on top. No, these are not. Flock cameras is not the same.
no, they're not. That's not saying.
I've been shown pictures of people by flock camera, and then I went to the location where the picture was allegedly taken, and there are no cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I feel like flock means birds, but all right. Okay. Oh, all right.
And this is why it's an unpopular opinion, because once again, we're not paying attention to the signs.
Mm-hmm.
We've been telling y'all that these birds is cameras for I don't know how long now. Let's just start there. But okay, now you got China putting out weaponry in the birds, EMPs, and blowing up whole stations and drones and whatnot. On top of the fact that y'all YNs is cooked. If y'all don't quarter zip the fuck up, I just seen police take down 2 dudes hiding under a fucking AC unit on the roof in New York with a drone. I'm gonna let that sink in.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think y'all are getting away from surveillance? No, they're watching you all the time. Period. So please understand that flock cameras have nothing to do with stationary cameras. Flocks move. And AI's logic is undeniable, right? Not to mention my county just went through a cyber attack. Remember I told you a couple of weeks ago I had a boil water warning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that boil water warning, but it was because our county's water station got cyber attacked and it released something into the water that you should not have used the water. Oh, where he was let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you in a second because I'm so bad with names. But I know exactly which one. Enemy of the State, I want to say is the name of it. Yeah, Enemy of the State. Exactly that, Donnie. Yeah. Yep. So the more and more y'all think y'all are getting away with stuff, the more and more y'all are not getting away with anything, and it's fucking hilarious. Let's see. What else? What else is there? What else is there? Since Tuesday, Indiana and Ohio have received as much rain as they would normally get in 2 months. There is massive flooding throughout both states. You have over 300,000 people being asked to evacuate certain areas, but they cannot get gas due to the power outages in those areas. So
Right.
you just,
So I don't know how they getting out.
they're just stranded now. And you can either go back to your flooded neighborhood or be in your car until somebody can bring you some gas.
Sounds like that thing that happened in Maui.
Doesn't it though? Yay, Sticks. We glad you're back, honey. We still just talking. So prayers out to all these people who are suffering over in the Midwest. Record storm. We even felt the storm was so wide across that we even felt part of it yesterday here in Georgia, where we had rain for a good 5 hours, like thunder shaking the house, like real bad storm. And we was just on the edge of it. HAARP is definitely being played with again because it just changed out of hands from the Rothschilds. So the new people are playing with it and creating huge ass storms.
It's foolishness. Like you seen what happened in my garden. We had to go outside and reinforce all of those plants because they were blowing crazy outside. Crazy. Tomatoes everywhere.
So yeah, be aware, y'all. Be aware and be wary that there are so many different types of technology against us between the weather changers, the flock of cameras. I mean the flock cameras because it can't be a flock of cameras. It can't be birds, right?
Not the swarm cameras either.
Oh gosh, see, it was a robber fly on my fucking window the other day, and it took us like an hour to figure out what the fuck it was.
Okay. Weren't we searching? Jesus.
All you men, all of you high value men, your guy is locked up for 19 charges of indecent photography of children and extreme corn that they found on his computers. Andrew Tate has 19 charges involving corn with kids. But y'all, you know, it definitely is robots everywhere. That was what we was talking about right before you got back, Sticks, is the fact that I believe that the flock cameras are actually the birds. Like I believe the conspiracy theorists put that shit together a long time ago by saying that the pigeons and shit was robots. And now we got what they call flock cameras. So, you know, it's definitely out here. The police is still doing stuff. But on a lighter note, football is back for all of my NFL fans. You know what I'm saying?
Serendipity.
Right, Six. You know, I can't wait till it really gets started. I was kind of disappointed that last weekend it was only the one game. You know, no other teams played other than the one bowl game that they do the first day of preseason every year. So, right, and not enough, because how do we not know how Nolan died? How are there still so many missing people, children, women, otherwise? Get on my nerves. Don't come in here with that bullshit.
I'm screaming.
We cool, but don't do that. You know, it's just so much going on. They would much rather us be focused on the fact that Tom Holland and Zendaya finally did get married in matching Spider-Man themed dress and tux, which I thought was actually kind of cute.
I thought it was cute too.
Yeah.
I have an unpopular opinion about the media and everything that we get to see every day that we really shouldn't see.
Hey, Chrissy, go for it, boo.
I feel like we should bring gatekeeping back.
Fucking right. They should have never left.
I feel like everything we create, it don't need to be translated, explained, marketed, or accessible to everybody. I feel like some of y'all trying to explain what slang means and what we're really trying to say, and we're looking at each other from across the room. Some of y'all need to shut the fuck up. Yeah.
See, here's the problem, though. That leads to songs like Quiet on the Creek, where people don't know what the fuck they're talking. Our people don't even know their own history well enough because the oral tradition leaves. All right, Sticks, you security. We appreciate you, bro. Facts. Like, we do. We need to bring gatekeeping back. There's way too much to our culture to just keep letting it fall through the sieve.
I don't understand why we're explaining it all. I don't understand why we think that
Neither
they
one
need
of our
an
names is
explanation.
Clarissa. Look, none of our names is Clarissa. So we shouldn't have to explain it out. And for those of y'all that didn't get that reference, you too young for me, sis.
That part.
Tupac's murder trial is supposed to start next week, I believe. I'm so excited.
Oh my.
I'm excited. Oh,
After
no.
that, what can we discuss Aaliyah's claim?
She did explain it all, Sticks. She really did. I would love to discuss Aaliyah's claim, but I feel like there's way too many people involved in that aren't going to speak up. Whereas this really just involves a bunch of people that don't want to have that murder pinned on them, which is going to make it good. I do now feel like, as mad as I was at the verdict in the Puffy trial, right? Diddy, Puffy, Love, whatever fuck name, Sean Combs' trial, the RICO trial of one person. No, you good. Remember how pissed I was though? I was mad. Like y'all niggas,
Yeah.
this is injustice. This is an injustice, y'all. He should have been locked up for a lot longer. No, they were keeping him locked up just long enough to get him to this trial.
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't for the life of me figure out why none of this shit from the Tupac shit was brought over here. If we talking about RICO and criminal activity, really, who was she supposed to be in the Matrix? I would love to know that. Who was the dad supposed to be in the Matrix? That's fire. Because I watch her. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like, I can't wait for this trial to start. I can't wait because basically we already know who done it. The LAPD just never wanted to solve it because in solving it, you would have to make arrests of people that they weren't ready to arrest.
I feel like the ball was dropped so far between them and the hip hop police. I'm over their BS. Stop. Just stop. And I don't appreciate how every time something gets exposed, suddenly there's all these FBI and CIA files that have been sitting there for the past 10, 20 years with all the actual documentation, all of the proof, and you're just now deciding you want to say that. I am sick of that.
Well, Detective Poole is really the only reason why this case has legs. And I give him that because he stuck it out from day one. Like they made him look like an ass.
That's what
And
they
he
do.
really just wanted to see this shit go to trial because 2 men died and nobody was ever blamed for it. Like it wasn't cool to just let this shit go. But that was what he was forced to do. And now he's finally going to get his day in court. So he's testifying. Suge has been called to testify. Of course, Keefe D, who's not being accused of the actual murder, but as an accomplice and basically someone, a henchman. You know what I'm saying? Suge has come out already and stated from jail he does not want to testify, but he's being forced to do so.
As a hostile witness.
Right, because he has also been one of the main proponents of that kind of shadowy idea that Pac ain't dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as though if he's not dead, he gonna be on his stand. Because I honestly thought he was gonna bring his ass on out of hiding when Puff got locked up.
Yeah.
Right, he been saying that, but they're forcing him to because he tried to get out of it on several occasions, and basically as witness he has to be there because he got shot too, but he doesn't want to have shit to say about none of the shit because there's gonna be some points where he's gonna have to plead the fifth as well, and then the suspicion goes right back to him. But it should be another trial for us to look forward to.
Right. This should release a few other things within some of these testimonies because, you are under oath. And that should lead to some more uncovering and some type of resolve because ain't no closure on this bullshit. We've been dealing with it for so long. Like,
right. With that being said, just another caveat to why 911 is a joke, but specifically California police be doing too motherfucking much and not enough at the same damn time.
Should piss everybody off. The Sacramento police handcuffs a 10-year-old little black girl because she didn't open the door.
Come to the door right now. Open the
You're
door.
not a baby if you're not listening. You're going
Who is here? There's another one in here.
No, you don't get to go and hide and turn off the lights. That's not how this works. Okay, but you're going to be detained in handcuffs because you're not listening.
I'm scared. Mommy.
Why are you running and hiding?
I'm scared.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
How old are you?
10.
She's 10 years old. She's not supposed to open the door. She clearly said, I'm a baby. And he said, you're not a baby if you're not listening. But this officer didn't care. You can tell automatically by listening to her that she was a little girl. She was crying and begging for her mom. So the police originally came to the home to conduct a probation search. I'm guessing they were investigating that someone had stolen a vehicle and a firearm. So they knocked on the door and they said they seen people walking around and they seen the lights turn off. But when the 10-year-old girl came to the door, he automatically accused her of being the one to turn off the lights. How does he know that she turned off the lights? And even so, you don't just handcuff a 10-year-old girl. You can look at that baby and tell that she was a little girl. So I don't want to hear anybody in the comments saying, oh, they probably didn't know. Yes, the fuck they did. This video.
Talk to me, boo.
This video pissed me off from the moment I looked at it to the second moment where I sent it. I couldn't even, considering the amount of times over the past couple of weeks that the police have been at my door for absolutely nothing, and we didn't even answer.
No reason.
For nothing. Like, I can't even imagine, but on the other side of it, what are you doing putting cuffs on a 10-year-old who blatantly told you how old she is and that she's scared? Like, and why are you accusing her of anything? Like, this type of bullshit that is being, I can't. It's just so aggravating and it just fills me with rage. Like, how dare you tell a child that she ain't a baby if she ain't listening? What the fuck does that even mean?
Because I just got to chill when I thought about him saying that to her. And I promise you, he's on the Epstein's list.
I'm telling you.
Because
Like,
who says that?
Like, I don't mean to quote his shit, but somebody David Bannerham, I'm over it. I'm exhausted. What are we talking about? I got a 4-letter word for you. HATE.
Yep, hated it.
Worked on that. What are we doing?
We're obviously putting little girls in cuffs, which
In
is
cuffs.
in and of itself is still like you're supposed to have a female officer there to do all of that. You're not even supposed to do that. She was supposed to be sat down on the porch until an adult came. Like, why are you putting this baby in cuffs for not opening the door for you? And like that woman said in the video, she's not supposed to.
She's not.
I don't care. She's not supposed to open the door for you.
I wouldn't listen. Like I be telling them, you own this house. I don't know what you're doing at that door. Don't open the door for nobody. I don't care what Ray says. Wilding. What is going on here?
It was ridiculous. So bad. I
Yeah,
just,
listen.
you know, because I know how these kids are, and I'm sorry. Philando Castile and the way that baby was in.
Yeah.
The way that baby was in the back seat trying to calm her mother down so she didn't lose another parent to today. And y'all are putting cuffs on 10-year-olds. I have 2 9-year-olds
10-year-old
up the street, up the hall from me. They right there.
talking about, you know, they're gonna start to revisit the age of consent and what is actually lawful. It's lawful to put a 10-year-old in cuffs.
Yep.
What are we talking? What?
A 10-year-old with no crime. Hello.
Hey.
So I don't get it. I truly don't understand, boo. Like, I'm so freaking over it when it comes down to just the idea that this was okay. Had that been a 10-year-old little girl of this complexion, would they have
You're
ever
talking about compassion and care. She would have had a meal, comfort, protection,
blanket around her
assurance.
shoulders?
She would have been blanketed up and cuddled up and carried away like a princess. She wouldn't have even realized that she was in danger.
Mm-mm. You're not a baby if you're not listening. Just reeks of pedophilia.
Every single time I hear that, I get more enraged. Like, what?
Because what does that even mean? I'm a baby. She's telling you I'm a child. Regardless, I'm a baby. I'm somebody's baby. Don't.
Right.
You don't got the right to do that. You don't
The
got the right.
sound of her saying that I'm scared makes my blood boil.
There have been a couple of incidents recently, and this was one of them. When she started crying.
Mm.
And that mama, oh, mama.
Right.
There was a documentary about 6 months ago on Netflix with the kids playing in the neighborhood and the mother that got shot through the door.
Mm-hmm.
When that dad had to tell them kids their mom wasn't coming back from over there.
Yes.
It was that same feeling in my heart when that baby screamed out, Mama!
Yes. Boy.
As a parent, it's something you never want to hear.
Right.
And I don't care whether it's your child or somebody else, it's a sound you never want to hear.
Right.
And the fact that we are having this pushed on us more and more each day.
Every day.
Y'all
Every
can't find
day.
body cam footage for half the murders y'all do. But y'all can
feel
find the
like-
body cam footage of this to share with us.
I feel like every couple of days, this is actually the story that hasn't been unearthed and exposed.
Oh! Tie-in. Segue, as William likes to call it. As you know, my segue is immaculate. Ooh,
I like it. Come on with it.
pulling up like Paul Blart in this bitch. We talking about body cams. We was just talking about Nolan and Wyatt and Warren and damn it Bart, because his first name is
Mhm.
Damn It now. Fuck that.
Damn it.
Wyatt's mama is a judge for that county.
Mm-hmm.
Superior
Right.
judge. Wyatt's daddy is a CEO of a very important company, which makes it all the
Mhm.
more reliable in my mind that they tampering with stuff.
Right.
The company is called Axon.
Axon. Yep.
It is a multi-billion-dollar Forbes list company. You know what they do?
What do they do, bro?
They make the body cams that we were just talking about.
Oh my God.
They are.
That's not a coincidence, is it?
It can't be. The
Oh,
same
no.
way it's not a coincidence that in that interview, Wyatt said something very telling. We're just a bunch of good old Ocean Spring boys. I'm rubbing off on her, yeah. I love it.
I'm exhausted. Listen, I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again.
And shout out to Nancy Grace. Usually
Hello?
we be pulling people to the front of the class for some negative shit. But Nancy Grace, come to the front of the class, baby.
Come on.
Because I ain't never say your hair wasn't stiff.
I'm screaming.
But your values definitely are not. Nancy Grace hair been in that same position from day one, goddamn it.
Look.
And she get to doing all of this, and that bitch don't move at all. She don't even get the Tina Belcher out
She be
there.
like, and it's still the same.
But let me tell you
Still there.
something. Let me tell you something. There's no way. You know what? That's a great suggestion, Johnny. We're gonna do that going forward. I love it.
I feel like a storm is weirdly approaching. I've never heard anything that sounds like that, and that wasn't fun.
See? While we talking about it, because we got flock cameras everywhere. Can somebody tell me where the fuck Mitch McConnell is at? Is
Nope.
he dead? Did we get proof
Can't
of
tell
that?
ya. Sorry. Can't tell ya. Don't know.
At least once a season, we have an episode where I'm like, where the heck is so and so? Last season, it was what's his name? Farnsworth Bentley.
Farnsworth Bentley.
He still ain't got proof of life from that nigga, by the way.
As it turns out, I have seen no less than 71 videos of alligators and crocodiles, and I'm pretty sure where a few people have ended up.
Mitch
People got hip on
McConnell.
the pig farm.
Oh, I
There
noticed
was
that.
there was flooding in the bayou, and therefore,
Some things are
if you
gonna spread. Uh-oh. Well, I hope she's okay. I know they've been storming up there too. I hope y'all are good, boo. If you can hear me, say good. If not, we'll see you when you get back. Um, but yeah, y'all, there's just so much stuff going on, and it's very hard to, in fact, take a lot of it seriously, but you have to take it seriously because it's all a big part of the big picture, so to speak. So with that being said, where were we? Oh, we was talking about the Tupac murder trial. Oh, here she goes. Hey, boo.
I'm so sorry, babe.
Oh, you're good. I wasn't sure that if y'all lost lights or what was going on, so I just was glad you're okay.
It's cracking electricity all around here. I don't know what's going on, but it seemed like, and let's proceed. Okay.
Okay, look, like I said, that storm was big as shit, and it's still over the Midwest right now. We was
I
talking
don't
about
know what this is, but you know how it's supposed to sound when it's super close to you? It sounds like a drum line is going on outside, and
Mhm,
every once in a while, it sounds like an atom bomb might have gone off over there by
mhm.
New Jersey, and we're feeling the force. And why do I say that? Because why is the wind blowing all of my curtains in, and they're standing up to the ceiling and then dropping to the floor? Absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah. So all my tri-state people, please be safe. The storms is there.
not. Be
I
safe out there,
appreciate it.
y'all.
Look, because we was definitely in the house for a few hours yesterday. I was scared to go outside, and I had to go to the store and some other stuff. Not today. Y'all will get that milk
Right.
tomorrow. Y'all won't drink. Y'all eat cereal with water in the morning. Fuck around and I get real ghetto and put some water in this coffee creamer, and y'all wonder why that cereal is a little sweet. I didn't say that out loud.
I don't put that powdered milk to work. You hear me?
So while we talk about the beloved weather, because we love sweater weather.
Mm,
Spooky season is coming.
spooky season is on the
I
approach.
can't wait to go do some spooky shit. Do you know they're digging up Lake Lanier right now? They're
Well, they
deep.
better turn off the water because I'm tired of it.
We're still going to get our water from that reservoir.
I'm sick of it. All right.
However, they are now creating on the other side of the lake where the reservoir is not a water park. In a
If you
lake,
look like, please show up. Please.
700 deaths.
Yeah, because like, how many deaths has it been since, listen,
That's
there's
700
been,
reported deaths. That's not Oscarville and the Trail of Tears when the ship was actually going down.
those are recorded. And whenever you discuss what actually happened, you can multiply that by 3, and that's the truth. But y'all definitely got to show up, bring the kids.
See what she
Okay.
said there? See what she said there? Like basically what she's saying is the government's body count is like women's body count. You got to multiply that bitch by 3. That's what she said.
Like a Girl Scout promise. Okay.
What? How you do it with the 3 fingers like goddamn Hunger Games and shit?
Yes.
Love it.
Okay. I'll put that on Samoas. All right, continue.
Right. I'm giving y'all my the first unpopular opinion that I actually wrote down ever for the show.
Okay.
If you don't want to fall in line anymore, you have to hit them where it hurts, right? We've been talking about boycotts and marching and laws changing and so on and so forth. But nobody ever really thinks about where to hit somebody where it hurts. Y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all ready for this. You think they ready for it, boo?
No, but proceed anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. So we are the only country, we're the only G8 in the world that does not have free healthcare. Free
We're
healthcare would
not
change
even
so much for the citizens of the United States because they would
healthcare and food is not even a basic human right here.
not even a basic human right here. With that being said, anytime you go into a doctor's office and you are being prescribed medication or treatment, if and in fact you refuse any medications or treatment related to HeLa cells, you will hit them where it hurts. If and in fact y'all come back one Wednesday and they're like, oh my God, I was just talking to her, this is probably going to be the one.
Yeah.
HeLa cells, for those who don't know, He is short for Henrietta. La is short for Lax.
Mm-hmm.
Henrietta Lacks was a woman who was being diagnosed with cancer her whole life. And somehow her body miraculously was able to fight off cancer every time. So miraculously so that when she did finally die in her 80s, the government stole her body from the family.
Yes.
So that they could continue to study her cells and how the regenerative nature of her cell. If and in fact you feel like you need to hit them where it hurts, this is how to do it. We got to hit them at healthcare, because healthcare changes politics, it changes insurance, it changes everything, right? You start hitting them where it hurts in the medical fields, then you watch them scramble for options because they'll be far and few between. I've gotten into arguments recently in regards to the illusion of choice.
My goodness.
The illusion of choice is so absolute that people really believe they have a choice to live in this country without insurance. Because you got Obamacare, you got welfare, you got Medicaid, you got all these ways to get help to pay for stuff that should be hundreds of percents cheaper than what they're giving it to us for. The HeLa cells and the medications that come from it are used in polio vaccines, HPV vaccines, research contributing to the COVID-19 vaccines and other antiviral therapies, leukemia treatments, breast cancer treatments, cervical cancer treatments, colon cancer treatments, prostate cancer treatments, ovarian cancer treatments, HIV/AIDS medicines, chemotherapy, drug screening, and other cancer drugs, monoclonal antibody development. So basically, when they use your own antibodies to find a way to get a cure for you specifically. In vitro fertilization, gene mapping, radiation therapy research, toxicology and environmental health testing, Parkinson's disease research, Alzheimer's disease research, influenza disease research. So if any of these things are presented to you in your medical journey in this country, if you refuse them, it is your insurance company's job. They have to present you with an alternative. If they do not present you with an alternative, you can sue them. Stop using the stuff that they are using against us when they steal our bodies from our families because we can do things. We have powers that they don't understand. So yeah, that was my big unpopular opinion of the day, is when we say hit them where it hurts them, it's not a Target boycott. You see what I'm saying? It's not a Target boycott. It's not any Walmart boycott. It's not a sit-in of any restaurant. It's
the truth of the matter about that is real. You know, all of the drugs that you're talking about that be prescribed for all of these things that have all those weird side effects, most people don't even see. Just the other day, and this is one of my soapboxes because I'm exhausted with people prescribing drugs targeted at us that don't make any sense. There's a new postpartum depression drug that has more side effects than any drug in the last 2 years. And it causes suicide. It's so debilitating, the drug, that it says that you shouldn't drive or operate machinery, that it could cause you to faint and lose time, that it could cause you to forget what you were doing, and you shouldn't do anything for 12 hours. I don't know about you, but if you've got postpartum depression, that's the same thing as you being drugged to kill your baby. Because what are you going to do? Skip feeding them, skip washing them, skip
For
caring
12
for
whole
them?
hours.
What are we talking about?
There's this book called Prozac Nation, right? It's about this young lady's journey with her mental health issues.
Hmm.
And in this book, in the early 80s, she details being one of the first patients put on a regular dosage of Prozac. It is one of the more descriptive and sad journeys that I've ever read in my lifetime. This poor young woman was never made aware of the mental health components, the side effects. Prozac specifically, their main severe side effect is the ideation of suicide. But you're
Right.
getting on Prozac to cure you of the depression that once. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry, because as a person who was put on Prozac by my medical doctor, no mental doctor needed. My medical doctor was like, "Oh, you're having a bad time. You probably got some postpartum going on. Here's some Prozac. You'll be good as new in no time." Within 2 months, my ass was in a hospital because I tried to off myself.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, while you're in the office, I implore you to ask some questions. Also, if you are having problems with your cycle, with whatever you're going through, don't just take the first option and agree to it. We are real good at trusting. And it's so weird to me how easily we're handing it over. That doesn't make you a more peaceful person. That doesn't make you more intelligent. You're trusting someone to prescribe you whatever's the latest drug on the market. And that latest drug, because all that we are is a biological cesspool, is just whatever that is. Remember and keep in mind that at some point somebody strolled over to the supposed motherland with a vaccine for polio, which by the way wasn't going to run rampant there ever, and suggested that everyone be vaccinated. And in the process, over 800,000 women were rendered sterile while you're out here trusting stuff.
Right. Y'all
Sterile.
always want to go all the way back to the Salem witch trials to talk about witch hunts and how witch hunts are started. But no, this is how it starts. You gave me, hey,
Man,
you gave my husband basically syphilis and let him just have syphilis and go on into the world, fucking on people for years. And people wonder why black folks was like, nope, I'm not doing that vaccine. Black folks ain't never had an issue with vaccines giving people autism, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? We've been worried about what y'all is putting in this stuff because y'all don't never come with us with nothing free unless it's some sort of an experiment.
everything free has a repercussion.
It's called freedom because if you think it's free, you're dumb.
Right.
Eddie Griffin said that years ago during a comedy set that he did. And it was one of the smartest things I outside of George Carlin that I've ever heard comics say. Because people don't even know about George Carlin now, which is real sad.
Exactly.
He was the one that put me on to the idea of the illusion of choice.
Mm-hmm.
If all of Black music, if everything that I'm supposed to rep as my culture, and this is going to lead into my other unpopular opinion, because fuck this shit at this point. If all Black music is telling me to kill myself, telling me to be, can we talk about Lotto?
Let's get into it.
Because I ain't never seen nobody virtue signal so fucking much. I ain't got no bodies, and I'm his, and I cooks, and I cleans, and But you're a sister wife, bitch. Big
That
Mama
part.
is only wife number 2. Let's get it together.
Right.
If you're gonna be poly, then be out in poly. Don't be sneaking
Right.
around with this bitch's husband, making her accept you because you're now paying her bills.
Exactly. Come on.
I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of the death that we're dancing to. Yeah, she's a
telling
sister
you.
wife. She's a sister wife. Like you there's absolutely no reason to lead people to believe that you're this virtuous young lady in hip hop, because that's really where she, even with all her clothes off, that was really the image that she was trying to portray. But the reality is 21 Savage been married the whole time, and everybody knew that, and still let you rock to the point where now you done had his baby.
That part.
He ain't even want to claim you. It wasn't until you had his baby that he forced your sister wife to stop being mad, because now you got his baby and there's nothing she could do.
That part.
I'm so sick of it. You can't trust a nigga who cheats, and you can't trust a bitch that will fuck on a married nigga. I don't care. Because everything I've been through in my lifetime has made me a beast, but goddamn it, I ain't never been a snake. I respect people who use their real life history to make a brand. If you're going to be Cardi B, be Megan Thee Stallion. That's what you do. Everybody's mad because they got Megan Thee Stallion to twerk for Kamala and them niggas. Megan Thee Stallion said, give me that check. Right. And I'm going to be Megan Thee Stallion on y'all's presidential election, because they knew what they was getting. I'm so tired of it. So my unpopular opinion, my last one for the day. I'm off it. I'm off hip hop. I'm off R&B. I'm off of it. There's absolutely nothing in Taylor Swift's catalog that connotes that her people should fuck on each other raw, do drugs, and kill each other. Nothing. Justin Bieber either. Miley Cyrus either. They might have smoked some weed and wanted y'all to smoke some weed with them or do a couple of drugs, but they were doing those drugs themselves. When I ever found out that Chris Brown claims he don't do drugs, but your biggest hit song last year was fucking Robitussin.
Right, like
Future swear he don't do drugs, but your motherfucking biggest hit was Percocet. Percocet.
Right, like what are we talking about? That's
Why?
a popular animal.
Why are we so okay with protesting the situation with George Floyd, protesting Trayvon Martin, protesting Nolan Wells, and any of the other young Black people are dying? Don't get me wrong, it's injustice. But why are we not protesting the programming that's keeping us? Right, exactly. Why are we not protesting the programming that's keeping us for generations now in bondage? I remember.
Why don't we want to be free from it? It's crazy.
I remember when B2K came out, and I wasn't a big B2K fan. I was grown when they came out, so it wasn't doing it for me, right? But I just remember, and then I think it was Fat Joe that says something about it on a song, but I just remember, or maybe 50, it might have been 50. But either way, I just remember saying, I can't believe these niggas is crip walking. They got these little babies in this video crip walking. They're gonna get shot one day. because they don't know what they doing for real. And that was what B2K was, what, late 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, who was it? Was it 50 or Fat Joe that was like B2K Crip walking like that's what's up? That was Fat Joe, right? Right, Johnny. Thank you. Like, since then, this has been an idea that's kind of gathering snow and becoming the avalanche that it is now. But it's like we are pushing this idea of death and destruction. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. But y'all got these kids doing this because you think it's trendy. It's not cute. We at what point? Okay, hear me out, because people complain that the Juneteenth show that Kendrick did when he was in the beef was, perpetuating violence. And I'm like, no, that was actually peaceful. That was a treaty between two warring groups to come together in solidarity. Yes, baby.
So, as you're talking about this, right, and what sounds like villainizing of every single person that doesn't agree with the status quo or the bullshit agenda, here's one of those things that is one of my unpopular opinions. Sometimes the villain in the story is simply the first person who stopped participating in everybody else's bullshit. You don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Sometimes that's exactly who's being villainized, just because they didn't want to agree with the status quo, with what is the norm, what is made mundane, and what everybody else is doing, what social media accepts, what you're expecting everybody to just do and digest and keep going on. That's the villain of your story. I'm excited about being the villain of your story. I don't like it. I don't agree to it. Y'all can suck several dicks. I'm exhausted with your foolishness. We're not all going to just lay down, and we're not all going to just go along. And no matter how we need to get this message across, whether it's music, whether it's whatever it is, whatever talent that it is that you have, be the villain. Screw it. Because as it turns out, the villain isn't the bad guy.
Ever.
Let's
Never.
normalize saying that.
The villain of the story is always perspective, but the villain is never the bad guy. Y'all wanted to make soul food about the food like that food cooked itself. No. Big Mama was the villain. She was the bad guy because she continued to cook that nasty ass food all the way up until they took her foot that she didn't want them to take.
That part.
And I'm tired.
And before y'all talk about Big Mama, let me just put you in another different perspective. Being needed is not the same thing as being loved. Stop it.
Yep. Y'all tried to make, what was the sister's name? The older sister, the villain of that story.
What was her name?
The older, I forget, but she was gorgeous. She's pretty in the face.
She was.
But she's pretty in the face. But, she was allegedly the villain because she wouldn't help nobody. But the reality is y'all was dogging her. Every single one of y'all. And expect her to keep coming. No, absolutely not. Villains are always the righteous ones. I get it. Absolutely. Because there's an origin story. Boo sat and listened one day to my origin story. She didn't even realize. I was just like, yo, don't say nothing. Just listen. Baby.
Mm.
And the fact that half of y'all motherfuckers ain't dead yet, I'm doing great in life.
Hello. Okay. That clarity is enough closure. Okay. For a generation. You hear me?
Listen.
Shoot.
Because it's crazy how I be still like 48 years old. To this day, I'm still learning new shit. To this day. And I don't understand how that is. You think you live so much life that you just know everything. Nah, nigga.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
As soon as you think you know it all, I don't even want to talk to you.
Because
You're
regardless
done.
of whatever I know, I still don't know whether or not Mitch McConnell.
We don't know everything.
Look, Mitch McConnell said, I don't know whether he's dead or not.
We can't even confirm none of these deaths. We ain't seen nothing. No, nothing.
Yeah,
Confirmed
y'all
nothing.
really not paying attention for real, because nobody seems to understand how the president's health been feeling ever since them white-haired aliens came and visited him.
Hello, hello, hello. They were Targaryens on the White House lawn. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Y'all didn't see them Targaryens? They were there. The night is dark and full of terrors in broad daylight. Are we kidding? What are we talking about?
We don't know what happened to Jimmy Hoffa. We don't know what happened to all of the gold in the reserves in the United States. You learn every day. Every day. And if you don't, then you're dead and you're a zombie for real.
We can't talk about zombies.
Why? Because they're actually happening and nobody's talking about them, or because we can't?
Because they actually happen and then nobody going to talk about it.
Because I've heard at least 4 different stories over this past month in different states of people just gnawing on folks, and nobody is
walking up to people and taking a chunk out. Yes.
In
and
Walmart,
yes,
no less.
Yes. And right. It's been first of all and second of all, every one of y'all who keep trying to take that 17-minute strip of space in between Florida and stop.
Don't do it.
Stop it.
Don't do
All
it.
right? Ladies, do not get in your car and think it's okay. You're not going to keep walking down these strips and coming out unscathed. All right? We're tired of you being bid on, all the other mess, and then you come out crazy and you want to act like somebody sent you when you were on the mission yourself. Stop.
Listen.
Stop it.
And it's not in the sexual way, Johnny. This is very much so an assault. They're taking chunks out of folks left and right, all around.
No, they're out here biting people. It's wild word.
All around the places. And it ain't no bath salts involved, because that was what they blamed the last time we had an outbreak. Why don't people recognize patterns? Like, why is there no pattern recognition amongst the folks now?
You could put it in a movie, a TV show, a sitcom, or a limited whatever. And I'm telling you, they're still not going to get it. You could sit it right in front of their face. You could put out a documentary. You could have the most important, knowledgeable person you know come and get here out in front of everybody. News 6, 7, 9, 15, all the news channels, and tell you this, and you still be like, that can't be true. This must be AI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. And I don't understand that, though. Like, I don't know. Pattern recognition made me so much better. Pattern recognition has kept me alive for 48 years.
I'm telling you. Look, that knowing, you don't know, but you know the pattern. And it seemed like, and it looked like, and I saw step 1, and it's time for me to disappear. I got to go. Y'all can stay if y'all want. But as it turns out, I've seen this before. Somebody told me the other day that the best way to learn is by going through some stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure. But if somebody gives you some information and they've already been through it, I can't imagine you deciding to light the coals up and
what
take
in
it
the
off.
5 hot beats is you talking about, sir? I would much rather know that stove is hot before I touch it than to touch the stove and lose all my handprint.
So burn yourself, become diseased and afflicted, get bit on by a couple of zombies, take on a couple of viruses, diseases, struggles, romanticize all of it. And that's better than me saying to you, hey, listen, so that path you were going to take and make a left, make a right, baby. And that's okay. That's what? Go ahead then. If you need to take the long way around and end up in a casket because you can't accept wisdom, I'm not saying I get it.
Look.
But I respect your journey. Peace to it.
So along this line of recognizing patterns and understanding how math works and just seeing things for what they really are, I have another video for us.
Okay, come on.
Because this
What's up,
video
y'all?
it struck me for real. Like I was low key like, oh shit, she spit some reality. We all know how it happened, but you'll see what I'm saying in a second.
I don't know if it's just me, but the numbers and the math ain't mathing right. But if the first slaves ever was brought to the Americas in 1619 in a ship, so that means slavery was dated back to 400 years ago. How the fuck is America only 250 years old? Like, am I tweaking, or like, is the math not mathing right? I don't know. Somebody tell me. But this shit don't make sense.
Because we're going to go suck some dick and take over all of Stone Mountain is what she just told you. They've been telling y'all for years.
Exactly.
And this very same history is the same history that little boy uses as an excuse to hang a second grader from a bathroom stall. Like, let's keep it a buck. Y'all are throwing weird numbers at me because y'all will tell us quick and early. It's 400 years. And I do understand that it was 1776 before we signed the independence. But if in fact it was 400 years and no, y'all just had slaves that y'all brought with you. And then enslaved some more people when you got here. I still to this day don't, but unpopular opinion, the Atlantic slave trade wasn't real. Please feel free, Johnny. I'm always down. I saw you sent me something. I'm gonna look at it when we're done. But yeah, like my degree is in business administration. Business administration gives you a general knowledge of business and how business works. Business model wise, the Atlantic slave trade makes no sense.
The route doesn't either.
The same way that nobody exported bananas until after refrigeration was real. Is the same way that exporting live chattel, let's say that, right? Exporting live chattel across the Atlantic Ocean through the Bermuda Triangle, because they would have been coming straight from the Ivory Coast to the Caribbean,
right?
Means that you're losing boats and people at such an exponential rate that it doesn't make any sense for business. You're going to tell me that they didn't just go somewhere with the people they already had and then get some more people when they got there. It's wild. And then those people got taken back to where they came from.
Considering how many bodies have been unearthed that predate all of the BS that has been being spewed for the past millennia, y'all can all
Considering
shut
there's
the hell
still
up.
an active group of people in the Grand Canyon.
Ta-da!
Thank you. Thank you.
Where
And that's-
are the boats? There's no documented record. Where are they? Would they sink along with the
you got the
Titanic?
Chinese boats. You got the fucking Nordic boats with the Vikings. You got the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. Come
On display across the world, but not one slave ship.
Not one slave ship got any pieces left.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was Jordan. I almost tossed these glasses. What are we talking about? Somebody's lying.
Don't you dare throw them glasses. They're cute. First of all, I'm so tired of the lies. Like, y'all want us to believe in slavery so hard, when in fact, what we should be looking at is the Alamo. Y'all tell on yourselves more than anything because y'all know the real history. Y'all change it for us because you don't want us to think you want us to work. You want to continue the education of slaves to allow the slaves to only learn what you're giving them, aka the Bible. Right? That's what they do. These folks, they do. Look, they do that. Y'all want to keep feeding us this stuff. France, during the time of Napoleon, somehow only got Louisiana. Figure that shit out.
That revolt was crazy. Y'all better not put on no clothes, eat no food.
Do nothing without me telling you to move.
Oh my God.
The indigenous tribes have been telling us for years what's true and what's not true.
Right. Been showing us maps that don't look like anything we were raised to know.
Because Tartaria didn't exist. And this
Fuck
is
your-
not America.
Fuck your social studies, bitch. Fuck your social studies.
Here's my thing. And the scariest thing that our president has said thus far. Thank you, Johnny. I just seen it. Thank you. The scariest thing that he has said thus far is he's about to start reinstating public asylums. So no more you got to be admitted to the crazy house of your own accord. No more of that. Public asylums was the second witch hunt after the Salem witch trials.
Mm-hmm.
The second way that they got rid of women and got women to shut up was throw them in an asylum for everything from cramps to headaches to actual mental disabilities.
Hell, if you had an herb garden, you were in trouble, baby.
An herb garden is crazy.
It's fact. If you were known to create salves from herbs and spices to heal people, you were a witch.
And once they couldn't burn the witches anymore, they threw them in asylums.
That's right.
Some of the most haunted places in this country are asylums from that time. When they were burying the people, all the kids, the Annies and the Matildas and all of the stories that y'all hear in American history of all of these kids who were suddenly in an orphanage, was in an orphanage because their parents was thrown into asylums.
Right. And all the children that disappeared, you can just go ahead and imagine how many of them were cooked to death.
Meanwhile, 4 years ago, just 4, they found 215 bodies behind the sheriff's office in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
How many bodies?
Mississippi has been in the news way too much for me.
I don't understand. I don't understand why people don't understand this.
We can move. I can't even move past Mississippi burning, but can we just say, like,
because just start there. Can we start at Mississippi burning?
Can we start right there? Because
Nina Simone sang "Strange Fruit Hanging from the Poplar Trees."
Sorry.
About Mississippi.
Right.
No, I was into it too. I was in my head too. This was a song that she said that she wrote driving through Mississippi on the Chitlin Circuit and literally passing hanging bodies. Mississippi, like Lake Lanier, like so many other places, like Tulsa, so many other places that continue to reuse and respect their own history by replaying it. People think that Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing in the 90s was a one-off. No, they killed a town there full of black folks years ago, and that history keeps replaying
over and over.
700 deaths have happened, right? 700 deaths have happened in Oscarville. Thank you, because you're right. In Lake Lanier, because that land is claiming the bodies that was taken from it. It's not only did they do it to us, they did it to them. This was a major burial ground for the Trail of Tears.
Right.
One thing I'm going to say about this season is we're going to delve more into ourselves. You're going to get to know us better. But y'all got to start doing some research. Once y'all start hearing this stuff, it's not going to be no more excuse. Oh, I didn't even know that. We done talked about it.
Look it up. Pay attention.
This is not church. This is not church. Take a note and actually go do some research for real.
Exactly.
I wish y'all would treat church more like that. Do some academic so y'all can know what's in the Bible for real.
Right.
Because y'all don't seem to understand that the same programming that y'all was still living off of when they gave us that stupid ass Bible in slavery is the same programming that has us dancing to death to this day. My final unpopular opinion is I don't give a fuck about defunding police or stopping Trump. I'm more concerned about stopping Jeezy and Jay-Z from creating another generation of niggas who are so ready to die for something that's never been theirs in the first place.
That's hard.
I'm so sick of it. Defund hip hop. Stop listening to this bullshit. You want our kids to stop dying? Stop perpetuating it. I told y'all, what was that? It had to be 2-3 years ago now at this point, in the very beginning of this thing, that I got sick of the fact that, you know, nursery rhymes was no longer nursery rhymes. There was one in particular about brushing your teeth on, what's the name of it? Something corner. CC's Corner. You know which one I'm talking about? Gracie's Corner.
Gracie's Corner.
Brush your teeth. I'm sorry. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I see it. How school is the school to prison pipeline. At the nursery rhyme level of things, they were taking modern day songs like Throat Babies and using that melody to make children's songs out of it. At my twins' kindergarten graduation, they didn't sing I Believe I Can Fly. They sang It's Up and It's Stuck. I'm moving up to first grade. I don't know how many videos of every colored child that I've seen spinach.
Oh my goodness.
Why do y'all have these babies dancing to this prostitution music?
Right.
I watched a video the other day and I wanted to jump. I ain't never wanted to blue skidoo so much in my whole motherfucking life. No, dead ass, because the little boy, she's all in the camera and she got a little swimsuit on and it's a thong style swimsuit. So most of your ass is out. And the little boy is in the background watching. He's obviously not your child. This is one of your girlfriends who you also hear in the back room, little boy. He runs up to her, grabs her ass with both hands and licks her ass. And everybody in the background is crying, laughing like that's the best thing they've seen all day. Not one adult in the situation chastised that little boy for being outside of his space of a child. And that, my dears, there have always been 16-year-old parents. And I've been blaming teen parenting, teenage parenthood, 16 and pregnant for a long time for the downfall of society. But it's not that. Stay in a motherfucking child's place. I don't care if you did have a baby. You stay in a motherfucking child's, you're still a child.
That part.
Nobody's putting these children in their place. And the few of us that are the villain. We're the bad guy. We're the righteous.
We're the villain.
We're the villains. I almost had to fight somebody mama outside because these little boys that always hang on the corner of my street in this little patch of grass throwing a ball around. It's just always out there. By the time I come home, picking them up from school, y'all done already got off the bus and is outside playing. So I say to the little boys, one of which is this color and one of which is that color, did y'all do y'all homework yet? Because I know for a fact that your mama, who is also his mama by just y'all being friends, wants you in the house doing homework fresh off the bus.
Right.
I see your mama car ain't out here. Did y'all do y'all homework? This color little boy went home and told his mama that I yelled at him. This color little boy went in the house and did homework. And when was confronted by his mom as to why he was in the house, knowing that she knew her son, basically. He was like, oh, Miss Chris next door was like mad at us because we didn't go do our homework right away like we supposed to. So I came inside and did my homework. She had to then come outside and stop this mama from yelling and screaming in front of my house. Because y'all know I don't argue. I said, I didn't say anything wrong to your son. If he took offense, then I apologize. I'm not doing this with you. All I told him is he need to be in the house doing his homework before he's outside playing. They got plenty of daylight left. But it wasn't until the other kid's mom came out and was like, nah, she's right. She's cool. because it was on some, don't you talk to my kid. You don't get to talk to my kid. And now my kid. Tell your kid to be a kid. And stay in the kid's place and do what he's supposed to be doing with his kid self. And then he wouldn't get confronted for being all in front of my house, throwing the ball as soon as I pull up from the school. Knowing they go to the same school with my kids. But I'm that mom. I'm that mom on the block. I'm that mom that my kids get driven to school in the mornings. They ride the bus home in the afternoons. But guess whose car is sitting at the corner on the mornings? Because ain't no other moms out here. Or if they are, they're 2.5 blocks up the street watching from the door. Bitch.
That's right.
How you was going to get there in time? This is a major street. That if somebody wanted to swoop through and snatch a kid, if you ain't right there, you ain't helping shit. What we doing?
Not enough.
And too much at the same goddamn time.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not defunding shit. I don't want to have to do the police's job.
Right. I don't want to either. That bag is there.
That's right. That is their bag. They chose that job. They have the ability to do that. I don't have the circuitry to rush in on any domestic violence situation that ends up with a woman looking like Tigger's wife.
Oh my God. Please don't call me to that.
Or worse.
Sure.
I don't have the bandwidth to pull up on a multiple murder or some fucking Seven style serial killer shit. Like, I don't have it. I'll be puking all over crime scenes. I don't have it to be able to have to go and investigate that stuff. That's just not for me. So I'm not trying to defund the police. I need them to do their job and stop being extra.
Mm-hmm.
I would more than love to give more funding so that they can get psychological testing regularly.
That could be a help. I mean, I feel like if all the call centers are doing it, why not the police? Why are they not on site? Y'all, I mean, I feel like if Apple, AT&T can afford 5 psychiatrists and psychologists to be on site, why can't you?
I would much rather defund and divest my funds of anything that is us killing us.
That's hard.
Because no matter what color your friends are, it's unsafe to go out with friends.
That part right now, you need to stay in the house and mind your business. Everything is not outside.
And I'm not a fearful bitch.
This just reality. This ain't about fear.
No matter what color your friends are, everybody's fucking everybody up for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired. There was a story that happened back in March here in Georgia of a couple of boys, twin young men with plane tickets to go visit their friends in Boston. They was from Lawrenceville, Georgia. They were found weeks later, 80 miles from their home. They never made it to the plane under mysterious circumstances that were then supposedly a Emder schmuicide between twin brothers that are black on their way somewhere. Absolutely not.
No.
And I agree. Okay, so this is how I got to the whole I'm not defunding the police conversation. There was at one point a grassroots organization that was going around asking people for signatures on a thing to defund the police. At which point I gave them the very same argument that I just gave. I don't want to have to do what the police do, so I would much rather keep the police funded so that they can do their job. But they wanted to defund the police because they are doing a multi-million-dollar police city in the middle of Atlanta. And this is where this whole thing started. But my thing is, doesn't it make sense to have them live there? So that they can see the people every day. They can know who's the good apples and who's the bad apples and know how to judge and read. They can't just go about shooting where they live every 5 seconds. They can't just go about, if they got to live next door to so-and-so whose son they just put in handcuffs at 10 years old. So yeah, I agree with you. But this is where the funding needs to go, is to make sure that the police in that community can live in that community, to make sure that they have the mental support that they need to make, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so much there has to be psychological reports that can show them how a person is racist well before they get a badge. Ask the niggas some poignant questions. I promise they'll answer. Because everybody shows they self. Everybody shows they self. And these black cops ain't no better. So it's not a race thing with the cops. They just do weird shit because of that badge. And there's no sort of control line on how to keep them mentally stable enough to not want to do weird shit. Nobody ever wants to talk about the instability of mental stuff. I don't know why that sounded so dumb when I said it out loud, but y'all know what I meant.
We do.
You got these people in professional jobs. I was just talking to my cousin about this the other day. Nurses. First of all, why don't nurses have a union? I'll wait. One of the most important professions in the country does not have a union to make sure they are treated properly. I don't understand how nurses don't have a union. But second of all, who came up with the idea of 16-hour shifts for nurses?
A masochist or a single.
Anytime you get past 8 hours, you're going to have brain fog. You're going to have memory lapses. You're going to be super tired. And nurses is one of those jobs where it's just like all the time is something.
Mm-hmm.
All the time there's a beeping, there's an alarm, there's a person screaming, how do you force these people to do months worth of 16-hour shifts just to get a couple of days off? You know what I'm saying? Like there's just so many, the mental health aspect is what's missing in America. Let me just put it like that. Like there's so many jobs that take so much. I feel like mental health doesn't go to the right people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I still, to this day, from my first episode, I've been saying, y'all know, if y'all go to court for a crime as a Black American, you can get 6 months in a mental institution by quoting PTSD as the reason why you did what you did. It's always insanity. But you can say that you are led through trauma of just growing up in the hood. I literally got diagnosed for PTSD just by growing up in the hood, just explaining my life in the hood. Exactly, guys. Right. 6 hours, 8 hours tops, a few hours. Right. 16 hours is crazy. But
it is. It's too much for any nurse to accomplish.
They don't get the other choice, which is why they all wind up in home health care.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my ramblings for the day. I just think that I almost got involved with a nurse who told me she worked long hours and wouldn't be able to. Right. And then, you can't have a personal life. You can't do nothing for real.
No, because their life is bad.
I can't even imagine what it was like to be a nurse during COVID, where they're getting the same information we're getting.
You remember all those videos of them crying?
Yeah.
Not and I mean like hysterical.
Scared to go inside their own homes because they think it's going to kill their families. Exactly. But they can't go nowhere and get enough rest to be able to deal with what was happening. It's too much. It's too much.
The idea of there being so many people dead that after a while they had to just start burning them because there was nowhere in the morgue or any facility where they could put the dead body.
Yeah. I remember the trailers, the 53-foot trailers parked outside of all the hospitals. And everybody's like, oh, PPE. No, bitch, that's for the bodies.
No, that's for the bodies.
Trailers to hold the bodies.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's a game. Like they couldn't even do FEMA coffins at this point. It's too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's real, Johnny. And I appreciate you for, It is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, like it's just so much stuff going on. But we've been rambling on for 2.5 hours at this point.
Uh-oh.
Look, we was trying to wait for our beloved William to show his face, but I guess rehearsal got 2-2. That's all I can say. Rehearsal got to be 2-2. So he wasn't able to make it with us today. But he'll be back next week, I'm sure. And if not, we'll be back next week. Oh, I guess I got to do a Queen's Gambit. I was talking to Lovey before we came on because I really didn't write a Queen's Gambit this time. So I am going off the top of my head. But just to pull all of this stuff together. I love my melanin. I love my melanin almost as much as I love myself. Nearly as much as I love my kid. And about half the amount as much as I love my Lord. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm tired of my melanin being a danger sign for myself and others. I'm tired of weaponized tears and pink pigments feeling as though it's okay to throw people's lives away. Johnny, I am, if nothing else, American by birth. I've lived in this country my whole life. I've also lived through some things in this country that I never thought I'd see.
Okay.
After 9/11, I can go back and say, okay, I saw a time in my country where there were no planes in the skies. Never thought I'd see that. After COVID, I can finally say there's a time in my country where there was no food on the shelves in the supermarket.
Mm-hmm. No produce.
No produce, no meats,
Nothing,
no toilet paper.
No toilet paper, paper towels, nothing. Barren, empty.
Now, as much as the excuse has always been, let it go. It wasn't us. It wasn't you. You didn't have to work the field. I've now lived through a time in my life where black bodies are swinging from the trees. Mm. Strange fruit, baby.
Strange fruit.
And so, as I lived through this time, I want to just say to y'all, our friends, family, and beloved fans, phones down, eyes up. If you see something, say something. Our apathy as a whole continues to contribute to what we see in cases like Nolan Wells. There's never going to come a time where your county seat and your government officials are not available to you. You see something wrong, you go to that city hall and you make some noise. There's a way to do it. But we have to stop being the hugest part of the problem. We're never going to be able to convince anybody that Black Lives Matter until we make them matter by how we treat them. There's a reason why there's a statistic right now. 68 seconds, somebody is being sexually assaulted in this country. Every 68 seconds, once a minute. Because nobody is willing to see something, say something, and do something. And if you are willing to do it, the most you're going to do is this. And record something for posterity so you can try and go viral. I don't like Wakanda because Wakanda took away the one group that was willing to really do this. Make sure our kids have real meals in the breakfast and the lunch areas at school. Make sure we knew what our real history was and how to take care of our people and having discipline. There's absolutely nothing you can tell me. There's absolutely nothing you can tell me that leads me to believe that we can't do it. And if people whose only meeting spot was church, who most of whom didn't even have a house phone, but if they did, it was stuck in the house. Because back then there was no cell phones, no portable phones, no none of that. You had to go inside of a building to use a phone. And then very same people were staging boycotts and sit-ins and marches across the country. And we have these phones that can reach each other at any time of the day. And we can't organize well enough to dig ourselves a fucking sandcastle. It's time to smarten up, people. It's time to start recognizing that the elders are telling us, the ancestors are telling us, the aunties, the uncles, the grandparents, they're telling us. That young lady said a word when she said they've been feeding us 400 years of slavery, but the country is only 250 years old. We just celebrated 250 years as the United States of America.
Right.
Y'all want to do something about it? Stay with like-minded people like us. Figure out ways to help in your community, even if it is just by raising your children to be good people. Because all of those little boys, like the one that was found in that bathroom who was now hospitalized because a bigger boy wanted to show him what these people used to do, need kids like our kids to see something, say something, and do something. The reason why that child is not passed on to the next life is because somebody did see something, say something, and do something. So please, let's take it to heart. If we really want our community to be able to gather itself, we have to understand that love is the way. We have to love ourselves enough to look at the next person who looks like us and say, I don't want to hurt you because I would be hurting me. And then defend that in every person that looks like you, whether they're yours or not. And that's my Queen's Gambit for today, y'all. Thank you for joining us for the season 6 opener.
Ow.
We made it through another one, boo.
We did though.
We love y'all. We'll be back next week with another great topic, another great conversation, and hopefully our third co-host, and maybe even some wonderful guests. We'll see what we do.
I can't wait to see whose face we'll see online.
Love y'all. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Love you. Tune in again.